myself, and I was super excited because I thought I was down weight. And I was like, yes. And a part of me was like, okay, I'm gonna accept this and just let it be what it is. And I decided to weigh myself the next day, and it said I weighed like 217. And I'm like, girl, no, I don't weigh 217. Like, I wish though, but that's like half of my body, like less than half of my body. So I ended up stepping on it again, and it said I weighed like 1 something. Stepped it on again, said I weighed 3 something, and I was like, okay, I know this is broken, and now it won't even turn on. Destiny and I did think it was from the batteries, so we got new batteries, we put the batteries in, and it just won't even turn on. And a lot of people are like, how does a scale break? It's because I actually regret doing this, like, but I don't care. I got a new scale. I'm okay. I'm happy with it. But when we were moving to Kentucky from Florida, when we were packing the scale inside of the truck, we put a bunch of boxes on top of the scale, and it was just thrown about. Like, it didn't matter. At the time I did have 2 scales, if you guys remember. I had the one that is now broken, and then I had a pink one that said yes I can, and I thought I would just use the yes I can one because I did prefer that one more so over the black one. But it turns out the pink one could only weigh up to a certain amount, so I ended up giving that to Destiny's mom, so now she uses that in her bathroom, and I just kept the black one. But it turns out it is broken. It does not want to work, and I will show you guys right now. So here is the old scale. As you can tell, there's like freaking tape on it, dusty AF, and it will not turn on no matter what I do. So we're just gonna throw this one away. It's completely broken, whatever. We did get the same scale, same brand, because I do like it. I'm just gonna treat that one a lot better. Okay, so now that you see that the scale will not even physically turn on, and this is in the upstairs bathroom, we have the new 489.2. Okay, so it went away really fast, but there it was. Okay, another weigh-in. I'm stepping on the scale. Hello. I have no socks on, so, but you guys can hear it when it says it. Okay. $480.4. What? Oh my god, I'm almost down 10 pounds. That's awesome. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Oh, 41.6. I always do it 3 times. I'm just gonna do it 3 times. It's raining. 41.6. I am happy with that. Look, it's like steady right now. Okay, so I'm about to weigh myself. Again, don't look at my feet. You're not showing my feet, are you? Okay. I'm so weird about it. Okay. I'm gonna step on it 3 times. Okay. Let me step on it 2 more. This kind of takes a while because I am bigger. A lot of you were like, how come it takes so long? That's why, because I'm bigger. 481.4. I'll take it. I mean, that's the same as last time, really, but that was yesterday, so. Did you click off? So as you can see, my overall starting weight, highest weight ever, is 489.4, or was it 0.2? It was 0.2, and then I got all the way to 481.4. Oh my god, so much numbers, and that's down 7.8 pounds. I feel like that's really good. People say you should only lose about 2 pounds per week. I want to aim for higher than that, and I do want to say that I did let my binge eating get the best of me some days. So this isn't like my 100%, but I am trying, and I'm just happy to say that I am down 7.8 pounds. I know to some people, like, I should be losing that in one day. I know there's going to be trolls out there saying I should lose that in one day, but I'm just happy I did lose that. And I am going in the right direction. I told you guys in the beginning of the new year that I do want to try to make this year better, and I want some sort of, like, fulfillment this year. And I know that losing weight will help me with that 110%. And I just want to be healthier, and I want to be happier. And more than anything, I want to inspire people. So in 2 weeks, 7.8 pounds down. I'm happy with that. That's on top of, again, my binge eating or something. It wasn't, you weren't allowed to have peas or anything like that. This sounded overwhelming at the beginning, and then she showed me, like, the shakes, because it was all just their food. Like, the bars and the shakes and the entry was all their food. And they had so many shakes. So I got to choose one, and I got to try it. I tried the mint chocolate chip, and it was so good. They had so many. Like, the protein shakes did not taste like I was fixing to eat some protein. Like, it was amazing. It almost, like, made me feel like I was just eating a milkshake, and I think that helps a lot, because a lot of the time protein shakes, like, the protein is, like, really strong, and you're like, no, thank you. And as I was trying the protein shake, there was this big binder just full of people who went there, and it was like their before and afters, and it was amazing. And it was like amazing transformations that happened in only like 6 months. It was awesome. So I went into the other room where we were sitting before, like, really, I just got my measurements done, did some weighing in, if you will, and all that. And then, so after I tried the shake and saw the foods actually looked pretty good. There was oatmeal, I remember, like, an omelet, some pasta, there was a few soups, some nacho thing, and I was like, okay, like, it looked really good, and everything was very low sodium, very low calorie. The plan that I was going to be doing was like 750 calories a day, which isn't a lot to pay. Like, I figured it was going to be monthly payments. So when everything was said and done, when the tears were, I just can't with this. Oh my god, this is so annoying. I'm sorry. When everything was said and done, like, when the pricing was said and stuff, I was like, okay, I can deal. I cried a lot actually during the meeting and stuff, and when she said it's gonna be, you're gonna pay monthly and this and that, and I was like, okay, that's a big chunk of change, but I'm willing to do it. Like, I'm cool with that. And I was gonna get help from Destiny's parents, which I thought was super sweet, because, like, I was not expecting that whatsoever. Like, it was almost like a gift to me, and I, like, oh my god, it was awesome. But then she's like, but you have to put a down payment. And we're like, okay, we can do it. How much? And when she said the price, we were all like, we weren't able to do it. It was very large chunk of money, and I was completely surprised at how much it costed. I just want to say, like, roundabout, it's an amazing program. Destiny's family member actually did it, went through it, succeeded, lost hella weight, super healthy, and I was like, oh my god, I want to do it so bad. Like, you guys have no idea how much I want to do it, and I was super excited to, like, share my journey with you guys, and I left the place crying. I cried in the place because I was super excited and super happy, and then I left the place crying because I couldn't do it. I just didn't have the money, and it broke my heart. If you guys are curious, like, the price monthly was going to be like $340, which I could do, and then they were going to help me, but the down payment was a little bigger than that, like, quite bigger, and it was honestly shocking, and it was a letdown, and we were all really sad. So on the way home, Destiny's mom brought up another program, and I was like, okay, well, what is it? Like, we can try it. She said it was weight loss pills. If you guys know me, I do not take pills. Like, I just don't. I hate them so much. Like, I think it's just because I'm, like, traumatized from when I was younger. My parents did pills, and, like, I associate pills with, like, getting high and, like, not being able to control yourself, and, like, just anyways. So I just don't even take it, and then seeing them act like that, like, I went off the handle, I guess you can call it. The lady got up and she's like, oh, I didn't know we had any appointments. And I was like, yeah, I have an appointment today at 4. So she looked at the paper and she's like, yeah, you do, fill this out. And I was like, cool. So I went and sat down on the thing, filling out the little paper, The reason why I'm getting more detailed in this is because this is the program that I ended up did on currently, whatever. So I'm trying to get a little more detailed because this one is also fresh in the brain. Like, okay, so I went and sat down, filled out my little paper, and I was sitting next to the small TV, and the lady who gave me the paper, who gave me the attitude, went up to the TV, started like pressing buttons or whatever, and then for like a solid 5 minutes, and I was like, what is she doing? And then she goes, oh, I guess you can't see the tape today. And I was like, is this sign number 2? Like, okay, what are you talking about? I'm not gonna be taking no pill if I don't get no information, because I'm assuming the tape had information on it that I needed to see. And so I ended up telling the lady, I was like, what did the tape say? Like, and she goes, oh, it's information we're already gonna tell you. And I was like, okay. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be honest right now, because that's just the type of person I am. I was like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna let you know I don't take pills. I really, truly don't. I'm really nervous for this. I've never been on any type of pill like this, and I've heard, you know, some things. And then I brought up the fact that I Googled the weight loss pill, which I did Google. It is phentermine, because I knew that's what it was going to be. I Googled it. There are some really bad side effects, and that is what I do not like. And I was really scared. So I told the lady, I was like, okay, so I Googled this, I'm nervous, I was letting my guard down, and I thought that would be a good thing. And the lady got the bitchiest attitude in the freaking central world. Like, what did that even mean? I don't even know. You guys, I'm sorry about this lighting. I'm really sorry. I just really wanted to share this with you. Okay, so she's like, she had this smirk, and she goes, if you end up not taking the pill, you're still gonna have to do a $30 charge for just being here. And I'm like, I was just trying to tell you how I felt. Like, damn, girl. Damn. When that happened, I was blocked off completely. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. In my head, I was saying this. Like, I didn't say it out loud. I was like, I don't know if I want to do this. This doesn't seem right. Like, this lady is pissing me off. Like, I've never known. She's completely rude. I feel like the scales at, like, doctor's office, and, like, even the one at my first program, they're, like, these, like, big scales that look legit. They had the same scale that I have at home. I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, that scale's good too, but I just thought it was really weird because it was like a ghetto bathroom. I was in there with like the rude lady. It was a whole thing. And weighed myself. I was 480. I had all my clothes on. I didn't want to take off my shoes at that point. I was just, I was like, wait a minute, my shoes. So I was 480. I just want to say my highest known weight is 482, so I was like, oh, down 2 pounds. But I was wearing like jewelry, I had glasses on, I had my earrings on, I had rings, I had my purse on. Like, what was I doing? Anyways, so it was 480. I didn't care at that point. And then we went into this little room, and that's when we started talking about the pill. And she was like telling me the things that it was going to do to me. She was telling me how I should eat. She said, do 1,200 calories, no flour, no anything white, no potatoes, no peas, no corn. And I was just like, I was blocked off at the point. So it was pretty much going on one ear, not the other. I knew right then and there I did not want to do the pill. I did not want to take the pill. It was not right. I felt weird in my gut. I wasn't going to do it. No. So she's ranting for a solid 30 minutes. And in like the rant, you could tell that she must get commission or whatever that word is, because she is working, honey. Like, she's now complimenting me, saying how I'm beautiful and how some people just carry their age so well, and that when I showed up, she thought I was like 15. Like, it was a whole, and I was like, you knew she was trying to get that money, girl. She was trying hard. It was annoying the shit out of me. Destiny and her mom were in the room with me, and they were feeding into it, and I was like, I ain't dealing with it. And about 30 minutes in, I go, excuse me, can I talk to them alone? Because I really needed to talk to Destiny and her mom. I wanted them to know I just wanted to leave. I didn't want to do this. So the lady left, and I explained to them that I just didn't want to do it. I started crying so hard. I was like, the side effects, I'm scared. I'm not used to medicine. I don't want to do this. Like, something about this feels wrong. Like, it was probably the most emotional most messy, most embarrassing 20 minutes of my life, because that's what I did in that room, is just cried, and they kept telling me, no, you need to do this, please. On Monday, I'm going to be calling around and trying to get me an appointment for a therapist or a nutritionist, and just for me to talk to someone and see how it makes me feel. I know it's going to be, you know, I need to see this person more than once to actually, you know, get what I need out of it. I am scared. I am nervous. You guys know all about that because I've talked more about that. So anyways, I ended the video saying, you know, all I have right now is counting calories. So I planned on waking up and counting them calories. So I was replying to my messages on my Fitness Pal last night, and someone messaged me, and we ended up messaging for hours back and forth. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that, but I know she's watching, so hello. She lost over 100 pounds in 6 months because she went to a surgeon because she wanted to get weight loss surgery. And so the surgeon gave her a general diet plan to follow for the next following months. And I'm going to explain that plan in a second. So she started doing that, this is a general plan that people do get, and it makes a lot of sense. So she explained it to me where for breakfast she would eat 600 calories. Then in between breakfast and lunch she would have a protein shake or a protein bar. Lunch, 600 calories. In between lunch and dinner, she'd have a protein shake or a protein bar. And then for dinner, 600 calories. She was supposed to eat for each meal. And not only that, but I'm allowed to have protein bars. I did do some research on this. I was Googling like what kind of plans are patients who want weight loss surgery, like what do they get put on? And there's like quite a few websites where it shows like, this is something that people who are my size can do, even if they don't plan on getting weight loss surgery. So when you do the math, I'll be eating around like 2,200 calories by doing this, which I wanted to eat 2,500. So this is going to work out really good. I've never done anything where like I had a set amount of calories for each meal, which for me, I feel like this will be better because I won't constantly be thinking, oh God, how many calories am I going to eat for so-and-so meal so I can save this many calories for so-and-so meal. And something else that's going to be really different is because when I count calories and I'm being good on a diet, following my weight loss journey, my breakfast is always like 200 to 300 calories. So it's never big. It's always my lightest meal of the day. But by following this new plan, I'll be eating 600 calories for breakfast. And I feel like that's going to keep me fuller longer, and I'm not going to constantly be hungry. And I think what's cool also is before I even have lunch, I'm allowed to have a protein bar or a protein shake. So I feel like all throughout the day, I am going to feel satisfied. And something else that is super awesome is I'm allowed to have Sprite Zero. Obviously, I'm going to keep drinking water. Watch out, Rarity Baby. Another thing was if, you know, the person who's following this plan, if they get hungry after all meals are done, you're allowed to have 15 calorie rice cakes, or you're allowed to have some pickles, which pickles are very low in calories. I feel like I'm gonna give this a go after, you know, talking to my new friend about it and my new weight loss buddy. I'm so freaking excited. I will say though, I woke up today, I thought I was going to like do this thing, start my new plan. I was like so freaking excited. I woke up in a really bad mood. I don't know what it was. Like, usually this happens when I get very little sleep in the video what I'm going to be doing. I don't know. I feel like if this worked for her, we are so similar, and this works for so many other people, even people who don't want to get weight loss surgery. This works for them. I don't see why it wouldn't work for me because it just seems legit, and I just think it's cool. I'm going to be able to have a big breakfast without feeling guilty because I know for lunch I'll have 600 calories and for dinner I'll also have 600 calories. So, what else that I want to talk about? So tomorrow's Sunday, which this is when you guys are seeing it because it is Saturday. Oh, I got a few questions, actually probably around 10 by 10 different people on my Fitness Pal, where people are asking, so how late are your videos? Do you film them the day prior? Do you film them the day of? And actually, if I film a video on the 12th, it goes up on the 13th. If I film a video on the 21st, it goes up the 22nd. So the video that you're currently seeing was just from the day before. So my videos aren't old. They're very new, very, very up to date. So while you guys are watching this, I'm already filming my new video for the next day. So, yeah, I'm going to weigh myself tomorrow. I'm very nervous that I'm going to be at a whole new starting weight. I kind of have that feeling. I'm just super swollen, horrible water retention, so much sodium, so many calories that I'm putting into my body that I don't need to be, but I'm doing it. And that's why I need to see someone, because I know I shouldn't be, but I'm still doing it. There's something wrong with that. So please, I hope tomorrow, I hope this works for me. And I think what's really cool is the girl said, you know, sometimes, okay, I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but it gave me hope. She says, you know, sometimes, you know, if I was on the road, I would go to McDonald's, I'd get a McChicken and a small fry. That's automatically 600 calories. Of course, those aren't healthy options, and it's not things that I want to choose for myself, but it's neat to know that, like, if I just stay within what I'm supposed to stay in, 600 calories per each meal, that I'll see a weight loss. And I feel like it'll cause me to think less about food, because I feel like a lot of the time I'll binge a lot because I start feeling overwhelmed with food, because I'm constantly thinking about what am I going to have for next meal? How many calories am I going to allow myself? But already having a set stamp of how many calories I'll be eating is going to help a lot. So last week, I have my little paper here to go off of here. Last week, Becky weighed in at 263.4. Okay, so this is Becky's. So that means she was up 0.6 from the week prior. And then last week, I weighed in at 490.6. Okay, hold on. There we go. That's yours. Which I was super happy about. That means I lost 3.4 pounds. 3.4 pounds. Yay, round of applause. I wasn't trying to be healthy. It kind of just came off because I was trying just to eat less, and I was trying to be more mindful of the quantities of food that I was putting in my mouth, and I guess it kind of worked. So before I get to the weigh-in that happened today, I kind of want to talk about a few things. So the goals that I set for myself, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, I wanted to talk about if I did those things. I remember, my cat is on the table shaking it. One of them was I wanted to drink more water, and I feel like I have been doing that. I am buying like gallons of water, and I'm drinking them between like 2 days. I want to try drinking a little bit more than that, but I feel like that's a big change from going from drinking no water to drinking, you know, a gallon of water every 2 days. If you hear that noise, it's a cat toy that my cat's playing with. Another goal that I set for myself was to constantly be up here when I'm choosing something to eat. Like if there was a candy bar in front of me and an apple, I wanted to be mindful and choose the apple. And I will say that I did not do that at all. I have had several situations where I have binged or I have overate really bad. I haven't really been trying. I know what I need to do this, and I plan on doing that this week. And there comes a time where, you know, there's so many yo-yo dieters. I'm really sorry if that is annoying to you guys. She's having the time of her life right now. A lot. And I know that's kind of not that big to some people, but for me it is, because I love diet soda. I love everything about diet soda. It just feels great when you're drinking it. But I noticed that the more water I drink, the more I crave it. So it makes it to where it's like a cycle of I just continuously keep drinking water, and I kind of like that. It's pretty amazing. So to get to the weigh-in that happened today, Becky actually did not weigh in today.
She's not feeling the greatest, which that's okay. I mean, you're gonna have weeks like that where something comes up or you're just not feeling good or something like that. So she did not weigh in. But my weigh-in today was 492.6. Okay, you guys, so it's just me today. I'll explain that in a minute, which you guys probably already know about. So I was wearing a maxi dress, so I'm just gonna put the maxi dress on the scale. I want to see how much it weighs. 1.4. That is the reason why I take off my clothes. I mean, I'm still wearing underwear and pants right now, but that's okay. So that means I gained 2.0 pounds. I gained 2 pounds. And that's just how it is. I did a lot of binging, a lot of overeating, a lot of eating out. I don't think I cooked a single meal, maybe like a breakfast or something. I just did really, 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 really bad this week. And I'm able to just be like, my fault. Like, I'm a food addict. Like, I love food. I don't know. It just sucks. How did I feel during this weigh-in? It sucked. Because sometimes, like, I'll have a horrible week, and then I'll be like, you know what, maybe I'll step on the scale and still see a loss. Oh my God, you know, sometimes I still hold that, like, hope in my head, but that's, like, fairy tale land, because it's not gonna happen like that. Like, if you have a bad week, it's gonna show on the scale, and it's just how it is. But something that is cool to me, I mean, kind of, is when you're having a good week or you're like exercising a lot, like sometimes the scale won't show that, but your body will in inches. That's kind of neat. Like when you're doing really good and you're eating healthy and you're going to the gym, the scale won't show it, but if you like count your inches, your body will show it. Sometimes like people who are obsessed with the scale like I am, it's kind of bad for people like that. But I just want to let people know who are watching this who do have a journey. I know it sounds like, oh my God, why are we like listening to a 5-week? So if you guys don't know who Fat Girl Fed Up is, go to Instagram. Fat Girl Fed Up is the most inspiring person I have ever. Ugh, I look up to her so much. You guys have no idea. I've been following her for, my goodness, it's been way over a year, but I never really focused on her as a person. I have followed so many weight loss Instagrams, and I don't really like focus on any of them as a person. I'll scroll through and just be like, oh yeah, cool, like, but I have become obsessed with her. She goes live sometimes and she'll answer every question that she sees, and I always catch it late, but she saves her lives, so that means you can go back and watch them even when she's not live anymore, which is me. I love her so much. So a little tidbit about her, she weighed 485, you guys, and now she weighs like 170 something. I don't know. She's lost 312 pounds in 2 years. There was no weight loss surgery, which I'm not knocking that because that's an amazing tool. My opinions have changed a lot in the weight loss surgery area since a few years ago. Anyways, there's nothing wrong with weight loss surgery. I am totally for it. So anyways, hers was just natural without the weight loss surgery. Just strictly eating less, counting calories, and working out. And she said that she started with 1,800 calories, and mine and her story is very similar, besides she does not suffer from like binge eating or like, she did suffer from a food addiction. I mean, when you're that big, like obviously you're addicted to food, you know what I'm saying? So just hearing her talk about her journey and the things that she does is just totally motivating me. And her talking about counting calories. There's so many people who are like, counting calories is bad, counting calories is good, counting calories is bad. It's just back and forth. And obviously, if your calories are lower than what you're used to eating, you're gonna lose weight. And me realize, you know, Amberlynn, you do need to focus more on what you're putting in your body and how much. So what I'm gonna do differently this week is I'm going to be counting calories. I'm gonna try to make what I ate today videos for you guys, and I'm gonna show calories and things like that. It just takes one day, one moment for you to realize you need to do this. You need to do this for yourself, and you need to get healthy, and you need to literally fight your battles and your demons and do this for you and your health. That's me. I need to get to that point. So, eating healthier, counting calories, drinking tons of water, being mindful. These are my goals, and I really, really hope to succeed in them. I don't see why I wouldn't, besides the struggles that I struggle with on the daily. See, that's something that scares me, is because I feel like I'm always going to struggle with these things. Like, it's not just something that's going to ever go away. I'm always going to be battling these things. And I need to realize, would I rather feel like, okay, it's hard being overweight. It's hard to binge. It's hard to overeat. I always feel guilty. Would I rather feel bad doing that, or feel bad in the sense of, oh, I only have like 300 calories left today? Like, would I rather feel bad from that? It's like, you know, choose your bad. Because if you choose the side of, oh, you're becoming healthier, that's a good bad. Like, yeah, it sucks that you have to count calories and weigh your food and stuff, but you're doing